Yo, Pels fans, what's going on, man? It's been a pretty big week. We've had the draft and we've had a trade that's gone down, and it's insane, man. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe and comment on the video what you want from me this offseason. Now, yes, as you can see and you will already know because it happened 2 days ago, Dejounte Murray is now a New Orleans Pelican. Now, first, I want to say Dyson Daniels, Larry Nance Jr., and EJ Liddell, thank you for your time that you spent on the Pelicans, especially you, Larry Nance, spent 2.5 years for our squad, did a lot for the community, did a lot for, not just the team, but for others. And that will never go unrecognized. Can we all just give a W Larry Nance in the comment section down below? Now, to Dyson Daniels and EJ Liddell, I wish you all the best. I hope you guys both have long careers, especially EJ Liddell. I feel like you never got an opportunity to really show your ability. First year was tore your ACL, and then the second year you didn't get opportunity to get inserted into the lineup. But Dyson Daniels, I think you have a lot left in your career. I know exactly what you're capable of. I think that you can really come out, and I think you can be an all-NBA defensive player in the future. Now, with that being said, thank you to you three. But now we've got a big fish in our team, and Dejounte Murray, us Pels fans know exactly what it's like playing against him. He's a freak, can defend at a high level, can score at a high level, and keep in mind he's 6'6" and wiry. He'll be great to put next to Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson in the future. Now, one thing the Pelicans struggle with is the defense. We went 0-24 in games trailing in the fourth quarter. So when we were losing at the end of the third quarter time, we lost 24 out of 24 games, which means we don't have a clutch player. Now, Zion, he's a great player, but he can't get it done from the mid-range and three-point line. Brandon Ingram suffered a few missed game winners this season, and CJ McCollum also did the same. So now we've got a player that's built for the clutch. We've got Dejounte Murray. He's a great player. We've got a player that can space the floor well with CJ and Z. We've got a player that can, score well when it's just himself. He had 44 points per point game last season, averaged 22 points on efficient shooting. So now we've got a person that can really do it all. He also averages 5 assists, can get a few rebounds, and not just that. The defensive end is what I really love about him. If he's going to start at our point guard position, we'll have Herb Jones next to him, Trey next to him, Zion, and then potentially another big man. We could be looking at James Wiseman or Wendell Carter Jr., but that's in a different video. But we've got a lot of defense right now, which is what I love to see. Now, this trade isn't finalized. That's why the Pelicans haven't posted about it yet, but Woj did tweet it. Now, we have some more news, all right? We have Wendell Carter Jr. and James Wiseman. Now, they're two players in free agency that we could be going after. Wiseman could be on a minimum contract, and that could be a potential thing. Or we could make a trade to potentially acquire Wendell Carter Jr. That could be throwing in Brandon Ingram or could be throwing in another player. Now, to our next two players, we've got Yves Missi and Antonio Reeves. Now, first, let's talk about Antonio Reeves. Antonio was one of the best players in college basketball this season. He was a fifth-year college player, so that's why he went so far in the draft. He was one of the best shooters. And Jonathan Cavoni, he owns Draft Express. He said that Antonio Reeves is one of the best shooters in this draft class. So we really, really got a good player in this draft, and I'm extremely happy. Now, he could be making up for the lack of wing, so we just got a new wing. He could be going to and from the G League. We don't know yet, but all I know is that Antonio Reeves has a ton of experience, so he can come in right away and make a huge impact. Now we've got Yves Missi. Now, he's only played basketball since he was 16 years old. He's 19 right now, so he's very young. So he hasn't played much organized basketball. However, he's a freak athlete. His highlights could be on SportsCenter every single night, and honestly, I think he's a great addition to have. He's a complete different player than Jonas. He's a lot more agile, much more athletic, just a great athlete. And Jonas is more of a skill set type of player. So I'm really excited about Yves Missi. I think there's a lot to work on, of course. I love Antonio Reeves. I think he's a great plug-in piece that we can put in right away. And I also love Dejounte Murray. I think I won't judge Dejounte Murray until I see what the roster looks like on preseason day. The roster is expected to change, and there is expected news of one player in particular that's going to be on the move soon. That player being Brandon Ingram. Now, sources confirmed Sacramento Kings are pursuing a trade for Brandon Ingram. I'm told Kings have a discussions with the Pelicans, and it's worth noting Ingram has an emerging star, was an emerging star under coach Elvin Gentry, who works in the Kings front office. Now, that's big news to have. Now, I don't like anybody from the Sacramento Kings. Well, I do like a few players, De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Keegan Murray, Malik Monk, but those four definitely won't be traded, all right? They're definitely going to get kept. Now, we're looking at Brandon Ingram. That would be a great pickup for the Sacramento Kings, but who will they give us in return? Now, we're looking for a big man. They have JaVale McGee, Alex Len, and Sabonis. That's the three big men. I don't want Alex Len, and I don't want JaVale McGee. So what will they give us? That's an interesting trade, and it looks like a third team might have to get involved. So we might have to send Brandon Ingram to the Sacramento Kings, and we get another player from another team. That's what it looks like right now. And I love Brandon Ingram, don't get me wrong. If we bring him back for another year, I will not be mad at it. All right? I will not be mad at it. I think he ended bad, and it was a bit of recency bias. I think everybody was really peeved off about the whole situation. But in the future, I do want to see Trey Murphy get his minutes increased. I think he's a starter in this league, and I think he is starting to realize that he is one of the best wings in the NBA. Now, I think when it comes down to it, he wants to stay here, and money's not a huge thing. But I think playing is a huge thing. I think starting would be a huge thing for Trey Murphy, and I think he's deserved it. So I think moving on from Brandon Ingram wouldn't be a bad idea financially wise, and just for Trey Murphy's sake. But it should be something to look out for, especially in this week, because it was reported that Brandon Ingram will be dealt sometime this week. That was reported 5 days ago. So we could see a move sometime in the next 2 days, or we could see a move sometime in the next couple of weeks. Now, let me know what you guys think about this trade in the comment section down below. If you guys have any questions about anything, please drop it in the comment section down below again. And I'm going to be doing some TikTok lives daily and some Instagram lives. So make sure y'all follow my Instagram, Pelicans Plays on Instagram. My Twitter's going crazy. My TikTok's going crazy. And I'm starting a Snapchat up, all right? A group chat for TikTok for Pelicans. So make sure you guys get ready for that. And with that being said, man, I'll see you guys later.